Hello, this is Adrian Obi of Astrology, A Look Inside, and I just wanted to come and make this video today for several reasons, really. I'm going to make another one on YouTube and maybe one on Facebook. First of all, I just wanted to make sure I took a video of myself today because the day is such a big day. The day of the new moon in Pisces, and okay, holding my magic amethyst in my hand. It's been a hard day. It's been a hard day. I lost the power to my refrigerator and my microwave. I was going to put in, oh, and my eye is itching. Jeez Louise. Anyway, I was going to put in the heat up my tea, and like, what is going on with my eye? I went to heat up my tea. I don't know, it like blew a circuit or a fuse or something. It knocked out the power on that side of my kitchen. And the maintenance guy came over, the landlord came over, the maintenance guy came back, and they still couldn't fix it. So what they did was they MacGyvered it. And they used an extension cord and because I was losing all the food in my fridge. Yeah. So they used an extension cord and kind of rigged it behind the screen there into the living room. So I can not lose all the food I have because I've got meat in there. So, right. So I just am wondering, like, how did Mercury Retrograde in Pisces affect you? Because I'm sure it affected somebody out there. The funny thing is, when it happened, you had to do the circuits. You go over to the breaker box and you flip the switches. Well, when I did that, of course, I knocked out everything I was working on. Everything I was working on my computer. So, and the funny thing is, I made a video about this a couple of weeks ago, and I said that when Mercury went retrograde, something frustrating would happen, and you would maybe lose work that you were working on. And I had things that I did not have saved, like on Notepad or what is it? Yeah, Notepad, because before I put it in Word and whatever, I sometimes will type it out in Notepad. Well, Notepad doesn't do an autosave like Word or PowerPoint, and so if you don't do that save, and I have bad habit of having untitled Notepads, so I have learned my lesson. I should have listened to my own advice. Again, just listen to myself, right? Wow. Anyway, I got the phone back because when the power went out, I lost the phone, I lost the internet, I lost it. It was such a perfect Mercury retrograde. Oh my gosh. New moon. Just craziness, right? Just the craziness that ensues when it happened. And, well, don't forget, Uranus went direct, it's in Taurus today. We had a big day. I mean, March 6th I warned people about March 6th. I just had no idea it was coming for me. I thought it was going to go out to the universe, to other people. I didn't think it was going to hit me directly. My goodness. I need to manifest something completely different in my life. This is horrifying. So anyway, I've got a bunch of meetings tomorrow, which is Thursday. And so I had told the maintenance guy, please don't come do what you're about to do. On Thursday, I've got meetings all throughout the day, stacked throughout the day, all online. And so I need my internet and I need my electric. And they're going to come fiddle with the electrical in the kitchen. I'm like, not on Thursday, you're not. Not on Thursday. So, thank goodness he's okay with that. I just realized I have another appointment on Friday at noon, but I don't know. I hope it's something we can do over the phone, because, wow. Yeah. So they're going to have to rewire in the kitchen. Right? More of that rewire the electrical, right? Redo the circuits or whatever. And maybe that's a good thing. What if that thing would have went out in a weird time, place, or whatever, when I was asleep, or who knows? That thing could have went in a weird way. I was lucky it just kind of blew out in a quiet, silent way, and the power was gone, and that was it. Probably exactly when Uranus went into Taurus. I happen to have Taurus in the 4th house. So it's like, hello, I'm in your home. I'm in your home. Uranus in the home. And my first thought was, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all my meat. Because I'm one of those hoarders of meat that I think it's wintertime. Like, I lived in Alaska for like 15 years, right? So in Alaska, everyone has like a freezer. Everyone has a freezer in Alaska. I used to have mine stocked with like salmon to the brim, and like whatever we could get. If it was moose meat, it was moose meat, whatever. That's the way we lived. I mean, even in Anchorage, that's the way we lived. Everyone had a freezer. Everyone. I knew. Well, here, you know, I'm just in an apartment, so I have a couple of turkey roast up there, a beef roast up there, a pork roast up there, a couple of things of beef, a couple of things of pork, a couple of patties of hamburgers. Mama, don't play. It's winter. Think I had some fish up there. You know. So I'm glad we got that back. Because I lots of eggs. Because I've been trying to do paleo. Not keto so much, but paleo. And right now, I don't know what I'm going to do. Because my tummy is not feeling something. It's funny because I've heard several psychics or tarot readers and people say that Capricorns would be experiencing some issues with their bellies, their tummies area in the month of March. And damn it, that's not true. It's really true. My stomach is in knots. In knots. I really feel it today. And I think it's really, really coming out because, well, not only is the North Node in Cancer, and I have the North Node in Cancer, but I have my Moon in Taurus, and now we got Uranus in Taurus, we've got Mars in Taurus, and I have Taurus in the 4th house. My tummy. And I'm losing weight, which I don't know if any of you guys can tell that I'm beginning to lose weight, which I'm very happy about this. But I don't want to lose weight to the detriment of my health or to my happiness and joy. I'd rather lose weight slowly and feel good than lose weight quickly and feel bad or be sickly. Who wants that? I prefer, and I'm putting into the universe, that everything will come easily and gracefully and peacefully and painlessly and effortlessly, and it'll all get to where we need to go. I'd rather be the tortoise than the hare if it means I can do it without pain. Does that make sense to you? Okay. So, as you can probably tell, my voice is not even that strong today. That Mercury Retrograde, wow, I really feel that. I really feel it. Just scheduling appointments and fitting people into my calendar. I never even had to worry about those things anymore. But everyone has got their calendar now, so I've got to fit with this one and that one. And just making a luncheon date is hard. And you might find that this is the way it's going to be, especially over the next 2 weeks, and especially because of the things that has occurred on the 6th of March, which is a new moon in Pisces. The sun is also in Pisces. They're conjunct today in Pisces. Uranus went retrograde Uranus went into Taurus. It is direct, but excuse me. Ugh, I'm gonna have to take a baking soda water or something. Oh, I haven't even eaten anything since last night. I take that back. I had a few teaspoons of applesauce. I don't know what's going on with my belly. I mean, it's so North Node in Cancer, right? And I have North Node in Cancer by birth. Oh, and I've got Cancer in 7th house and 6th house. So, I could be just worried and stressed out over partnerships because, well, it's true. I'm not gonna lie. There's not a day still that goes by that I don't still have a feeling of tears over the loss of my marriage. I loved him. I did. I'm like, what did I love? It was all a lie. But I loved the image that he portrayed to me. It was beautiful. He tried. And I looked it up, and Taurus dragons are known for their romanticism. They are the king of romanticism. They are truly romantic. I mean, I don't know if any of it was true for him, but he gave me a good romance. It was beautiful. It's actually, I'm stunned that it wasn't real and that he ended it so abruptly, and that it is the end of what I thought was the romance of my life. Now, and I look at it as the nightmare, and it's hurtful and it's painful because I created so many memories in my heart that I thought would last me a lifetime, and they will, but now they know a different way, in a tearful way. And it's like, how do you purge? It's a lot of purging. I think that is going to be happening for a lot of people. And I've noticed that there's tears even in my voice, in my communication. I'm trying not to have them there, but believe me, even while holding my magic amethyst, those tears threatened to come out. Had it not been for hypnotism, I'm sure I would just been a crumble in the ball somewhere. And not so much because of the man himself, but because of the dream that was sold. It was sold expertly. I believed it wholeheartedly. I gave my heart 100%. And so I showed myself 100%. It taught me several lessons, though. One, gosh, never give your whole heart. Never put all your emphasis in someone other than yourself. And, always keep a little bit to yourself, really. And never trust anyone 100%. I feel so bad for the guy who's trying to get my attention now. He tries, and he's so sweet. Oh. But, you know, he's a bachelor, and that scares me, so my heart's like boxed. I can feel it. I feel bad for him. Because it's like you can only offer so much. I know what I want. I was sold a dream, and my heart wants to go find that dream. I know someone out there is going to offer me that real dream, and I want the real one. I don't like fake shit. I never did. That's why I'm not with my husband now, because he was fake. Gemini rising, and all his planets in the 12th house. He doesn't know how to be real. And I've got Saturn on my ascendant. I need everything real. I got Saturn in the 1st house. Everything is real. There's not a lie. Even my sun is on the first house ascendant. What you see is what you get. So I'm looking for someone who can deal with me exactly as I am. Whatever that might be, right? Because I'm not perfect. I've been here over 50 years. If I ain't perfect now, my ass ain't going to be perfect. really. Just like everybody else. I think. Right? So, whew, I am dealing with a lot of Piscean issues. I'm a Capricorn, yes, yes, yes. But don't forget, I got my progress sun in Pisces at like 11 degrees, and Chiron is there at 10 degrees, and now I got all this stuff happening in my 12th house. It's all in the 12th house. It's why I'm psychic. It's all dreamy, nebulous, misty, watercolor dreams. Memories. Like the corn. I don't know why I thought about that. Misty, watercolored memories. Like, of the way we were. I think that's just what I was doing. Having those memories. Misty, watercolored memories. Wow. All they are is pictures now, photos. Because I like, I like taking photos of memories, but now I hide the photos because they trigger me. And I wonder how many other people are going to be triggered about that deep psychological hidden 12th housey stuff. It's Pisces. Very hidden, otherworldly, 12th housey stuff. Could be stuff you haven't been dealing with the whole time, but you got to deal with it. I mean, I'm packing this away. I'm assuming my daughter has already filed the paperwork for me. She took the folder like almost a month ago. I mean, I don't know if it's already filed at the courthouse or. I have to breathe when I think about that. I never thought I would have to divorce somebody. But why should I keep myself not divorced? You know what I mean? That's just cock blocking. He ain't no husband. That ain't no damn husband. This ain't no husband. He's just cock blocking other guys from getting to me, or me. It's wasting my last good years. I'm still cute. That means I can still get somebody. He ugly. Good luck. Okay? And I know he don't work that well. Good luck, girls. But for me, I'm still cute and I'm still working. So look, okay, I'm gonna go what I gotta go and do, which is get rid of no good and hopefully get someone who is good, because nobody wants no good. All right? I think I might be harsh, but I got Pluto and Saturn in the first house. And my progressed Venus is right on my ascendant. It's not easy, all surrounded by Saturn and Pluto. I'm dealing with life as best as I can. I'm just going to make this, I think I've referenced this before, but I'm going to definitely reference it now. I did a reading with this lady. I referenced her last week for one thing. I know for sure I did reference her. And she had said to me, because we're friends on Facebook, I always see you're posting pictures of Morticia Adams and saying you're like Morticia. Why do you do that? You're so beautiful. Why do you call yourself Morticia? And I'm like, well, Morticia was beautiful. And she's like, yeah, but in a kind of like kill you, like, I don't know, it was something like that way, like stab you in the heart kind of way. And I'm like, yeah, and I'm a bitch. What? I am a double Capricorn with Pluto in the first house. I am in my 50s. And if you ain't going to do your job, I'm kicking you to the curb. I'm sorry, it's the way it's got to be. And that goes for any man who thinks he's going to get with me and ain't got nothing to offer me. What you offering me? I mean, I'll offer you something too if you're real. But why should I offer anything if you're not real? I'm conserving that for, either conserving it for myself or for someone who deserves it. I know that I deserve better than what I had. So I'm hoping that what I get is going to be better than what I had. And I don't want to settle for anything less than that. If that's bitchy, then I guess I'm bitchy. I've accepted my bitchiness long ago. Especially with what happened with this man. I thought I was being loving. So all he saw obviously was a bitch. Obviously that's how bitchy the bitchiness is. So I embrace it now. I am what I am. I know what I want. And I know I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to be ignored. I don't want a loveless marriage. And I don't want a sexless marriage. And I don't want a marriage where the man's not even with me. Who the hell wants that? I want someone next to me, by me, equal with me. I want a real partner, a real marriage, a real person that I can get, hey, honey, let's go over to Target or whatever the hell we're doing, stupid. Normal, right? I get upset about it because I know it's partially as my fault. It's because of the chart I was born with. I know about it. I know. I'm an astrologer. I know. I know all about everything. I know there's somebody out there who's been flirting with me probably got somebody pregnant right now. It could be the man I was married to. Got somebody pregnant. Or about to. Or it could be the guy I've been talking to a lot. He probably got somebody pregnant. Because he's still screwing other women. That's why I don't take him seriously. I try to. But I'm like, he's screwing other women. And my heart gets like all weird about it. And then there's this other guy like me. I bet he got somebody pregnant. There's supposedly somebody's got somebody pregnant. I feel it too. It's probably why my stomach's always churning. Because I should have been delivering. Should have probably had my baby by now. Could be why I'm down. I've been down. Been down for a while. So it's going to be okay. This is a new cycle. Right? The new moon starts today. So the sun, the moon, it's new. Uranus is, well, it's at least it's going forward now. It's in Taurus. We know it's going to be dealing with those issues. I mean, I'm going to have to face all those issues. I'm too damn old to be having a baby anyway. Thank God I didn't die. And, you know, I'm probably looking more at my mortality than anything. I mean, Uranus and Mars are going to be in my 4th house. And they're opposing my career, so who knows what's going on with that. That's going to be crazy too, I'm sure. Whenever Uranus opposes the career house, expect craziness. Just saying. Well, actually mine is going to be opposing the health house for the first few years. Or not the health house, the, you know, like travel, education, spirituality. So in a way, it's still opposing my career because I'm a psychic astrologer. That's, you know, maybe there's going to be something I say or something I do or something that makes somebody feel some kind of way about who I am, what I believe. And I mean, here I am posting my services on Facebook and publicly. And I mean, years ago, just think, I was talking to a girl who, she's more woo-woo than I am. I mean, I do little things, right? But she's into, like, really into deep herbs and stuff like that. I sage and I, you know, have my crystals and my little feather earrings and stuff. But she's really natural. I look at her like, whoa, I'm not worthy. I'm like, you know, I feel like I've got a gift of reading. I'm intuitive, and I was given that at birth, and I can read astrology like I read anything. And so, yeah, I know I've got that gift. I know it comes from somewhere we can't explain. It's because I've got Neptune on the midheaven by birth. I'm aware of what's going on, but this girl's different. She's very woo-woo. She's also a Capricorn, very much so. We're going to work out some kind of deal so I can start promoting some of her woo-woo products to some of you guys, because she makes wonderful, like, natural, or everything's natural and herbal. It's beautiful. And speaking of that woo-woo thing, my daughter went out, unbeknownst to me, really. I didn't know much about what she actually did. But she got some type of, like, naturalist, like, get to your roots, Igbo tribe type certification. I don't know. Because we're all part of the Obeah tribe. And I don't know what that child just did. She did something amazing. So she'll be able to help people in a very spiritual way. And maybe I'll be able to refer people to her. That'll be great, you know? Well, you're not quite similar, but if I can't heal someone, I may be able to refer them to her, because she's now a certified healer of some kind. So that's interesting, isn't it? I'll talk to her about that. Anyway, I've been thinking about these things, and oh, my stomach is just really churning. So I'm going to go deal with that issue. I've rambled now for 25 minutes. It's all been about the new moon. And Neptune in Pisces, and Mercury Retrograde in Pisces, the new moon in Pisces, the sun in Pisces. I mean, this is all happening in my second house. Where is it happening in your chart? It's interesting. So I would go find out where it's happening in your chart, because that's where the action is right now. And the things that affected you today, think about what happened on March 6th of 2009. Think about that. Because the things that occurred on March 6th, 2009, may have influence over you until about March 20th of 2019. I keep saying 2009. This just shows how old I am. This is the second video that I caught myself saying 2009 instead of 2019. And it freaks me out because 2009 was the year that Michael Jackson died. And, well, you know, I don't want to get into all this political stuff about Michael Jackson, yes, no, and yada, yada. I personally am going to play Michael until the cow comes home. And, you know, I don't care what they ban. I'm going to play him. And my thing is, we should not lie on the dead. Don't lie on the dead. If you couldn't prove it when he was alive, why are you doing this while he's dead? Why are you doing this? What's this really about? I hope people stop and look at the deeper meaning of why they would dethrone the king of pop, who dedicated over 40 years of his life to the music industry. Something that should never be erased, regardless of whatever sexual perversion he had. And I stand by that, because that's 40 years of my 50-plus life that I refuse to erase. So, you know, I'm going to just say that. We really need to watch what we're doing. We're condemning one man for something while he's dead, while we got another person running a country that got some issues. This is called selective. This is selective. It's scary. And don't forget, Michael was a Virgo. Do you think that there's a mistake that Michael was attacked the day Mercury went retrograde? He was banned the day Mercury went retrograde in Pisces. And the new moon is in Pisces, opposing his Virgoan legacy, the opposite of Pisces. You really think this is a mistake? Really? Like R. Kelly being exposed when Saturn hit his ascendant or sun? Really? Some things we can't explain, right? We can't explain them. I mean, as astrologers or psychics or tarot readers or whatever, we try our best to give you our opinion of what we think might be going on. But when you look at it, well, me anyway, as an astrologer, And I go, what? On the day that Mercury was retrograding in Pisces, the opposite of his Virgo sun? Really? On the day of the new moon opposing his Virgo sun? Really? And Neptune in Pisces opposing his Virgo sun. Really? Neptune. The planet of nebulousness, confusion, and the new moon is sitting on it right now, opposing Michael and his legacy. Do you think I'm going to pay attention to this? BS. They never proved it when the man was alive, so do not lie on the dead. The confusion of it all. There's always something, right? Anyway, I just thought I would say something about it because I don't know how many other people have noticed it or saying anything about it. I just thought I would. Anyway, I'm really not into any of that. I like to stay out of it because I need to keep my aura clean. And so I saw it, I looked at it, I put the connection together, I walked away from it. But I have Michael collections here that I will never get rid of because I love Michael. Always have, always will, since the boy was 8 years old. Or 9, I think he was 9. So, yeah. That's, I mean, you know, we all have to pick and choose our battles. And I think I'm gonna, and I, just so that you know, there's always something in people's devs that we don't agree on. There's a lot of confusion about Prince and the way he supposedly died and this supposed drug addiction. Some people said he didn't like drugs. So it's confusing to many. But we won't talk about that either, right? There's a lot of things we cannot explain. A lot. But when I looked at the timing on this one, it was blatant. It was blatantly planned. Obvious. Character assassination. And a blatant lie, I believe. Most likely. I mean, Neptune on the new moon. Mercury Retrograde? Really? Don't lie on the dead. We should not lie on the dead. I just feel it's bad luck. Just saying. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. It's over 30 minutes now, and I'm sure there's a lot of people who are so anti-pedo right now, they don't want to hear what I have to say. Because it's like, kill all the pedos. Go find them all. Even when they're dead, bury them up. Dig them up and get them too. Like, what the hell? My thing is, if you couldn't prove it when he was alive, you really can't really prove it now. And they waited, what, 10 years? 10 years before any word was said. This is payola. Sorry. I'm not buying a word of it. Not a word. What? I'm not gonna lie. Why should I lie? That's what Neptune on the new moon and Mercury retrograde say. Don't you believe any BS right now? Better keep your minds clear, people. Keep your minds right. And go review everything. Look over everything. Renew, review. Everything's being renewed and reviewed right now anyway. Everybody's going back and rejuvenating things and reviving things that should be dead. Like Michael. You know, just be aware of it. And don't buy into the hype. Remember that. Okay, we got until what? The 28th of March. You're going to hear a lot of stuff between now and the 28th of March. Just be aware of it. That's all I'm saying. Make your own opinions. I wouldn't even make any opinions really right now until after the 28th of March. Every opinion, every word I said even in this video, take it with a grain of salt. Really. I won't even remember what I said tomorrow. nor will I probably feel the same tomorrow. Isn't that crazy? So that's the type of nebulousness of Neptune sitting on the new moon at like 15, 16 degrees. Right? That's what we're dealing with. And Mercury is simultaneously retrograde. Right? That's what we're dealing with, people. I hope you guys are aware of this. Look at everything in the news media like that. Be aware of what you're looking at. Mercury's retrograde, Neptune sitting on the new moon. What do you think you're looking at? It's all a bunch of blah, 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 blah. Like, what? I don't even have the TV on in the house. I refuse to put the television on except to clear out my DVR. Because I don't want to hear the craziness of it. It's garbage. It's static right now. Really be careful between now and the 28th of March. What you hear, what you don't hear, your communications, your own written, verbal, spoken. Like, I hope I didn't offend anybody with what I said. In my house, like with the electrical in the kitchen, watch things like that, like your electrical, your appliances, your lights, people who are drivers, because I don't drive personally, but your car, make sure you got your car and all that stuff. You got it all watched over and everything, that you're safe and you've got your insurances up. Oh, it's just because I'll give you an example. When this went down in my kitchen, the maintenance guy came over and he says, "Oh, don't worry, your apartment insurance should cover all of that." And I realized I don't have apartment insurance right now. Like, I would have lost like $300 of meat, and I wouldn't have been able to get that back because I let my insurance lapse. I swear, on one of these videos I made for March, I'm going to find out who that was. I said to somebody about watching and letting their insurances lapse or something like that. I don't know who I was talking to. I found out I've got Gemini moon and progress moon. I found out I have a progress Gemini moon, which is why I'm always running them out. That's why I got to do these rambles. I know y'all don't get it. I was born with Mercury in the first house in Aquarius, in mutual interception with Uranus and Virgo. And I've got my moon in Gemini. I can't help it. It's I gotta talk. Me and my little my little Cancer friend, I had to get him off the phone because we were already on the phone for over an hour. And that was short. We'll also get on the phone and talk for 5, 6, 7 hours. We've done it. It's ridiculous. So I gotta make sure, because I talked right through a business meeting the other day, flirting with this man. I can't do that. I gotta keep my eye on my money and my money on my mind. And really, for me, Pisces in the second house, that's my natural house. That's my natal house of money. That is telling me, keep your mind on your money and your money on your MF and mind. Mercury's retrograding in your house of money, girl. I mean, whatever money you laid down and you left over the month of February, you better go back and pick it up. You better go retrace your steps. Redo, retrace, rejuvenate, revive, relive, reevaluate, it all. I mean, I don't know. We need to go back to Michael in 2009. I keep talking about 2009, right? We all know we need to go back to 2009. But other than going back that far, I'm saying we need to review and revive and relive and rejuvenate, reestablish certain things, reevaluate things, readjust things, realign things. It's just all of that. Just renew, all of it. I mean, I remember once there was this long list of the words, and I went on and on and on and on and on. And I wonder if I would do that and torture you guys as my way of saying it's been real, and I'm about to end this video. I'm about to end this video, but when I do, before I end this video, because this is a long video and it turned out to be long, I'm so sorry, you guys, that it turned out to be long, but I guess I had a lot of words or a lot of things to say. I just did. And so now I'm about to do the craziest thing I've ever done. And I'm going to list the words starting with re. Reabsorb. I'm not going to do the ones that are just like reabsorbed, reabsorbing, reabsorbs. I'm just going to skip one word, okay? So we have reabsorb, reaccede. Well, everyone knows receding, reaccelerate, reascent, reaccept. We can reaccept. Reascension or reaccession, reacclimatized, reacclimatize. Is that how you would say it? Reacclimatize or reacclimatize? How would you say that? Reacclimatizing, reacclimatizing. Well, anyone who knows how you should say some of these words. Reaccreditation, I know that one. We have reaccuse, reach, or reachable, reacquaint, wow, reacquire, reacquisition, react, reactant, reacted, reaction, reactionary, reactions, reactivate, reactivated, reactively, reactiveness, reactor, read, reacts, readable, readapt, readapted, readdict, readdict. I guess that means if you were an addict and now you want to go out and addict again, why would you do it? Re-addict. Re-adding, readdress, readdressing, reads, reader, readership, ready, readier, read, readily, readiness, readings, readjust, readjustments, readmission, readmit. Oh, wow, it's so long. What am I doing here? Readopt, readorn, read out, reads, ready. I am reading right now. Wow. Ready-made, reaffirm, reaffirming, reaffirmations, reaffix, reaffixes, reafforest, reafforestation, really? Regent, reaggregate, reaggregation, reagain, really? Reagant, real, realer, realist, realia, realgers, what's that? Realign, realigning, realignment, realigns, realize, realizers, realism, realist, realistically, realities, reality, realizable, realization, realizers, reallocate, reallocation, reallot, realotting, really, realm, realness, repolitic, reals, realtor, wow, realter, real time, realtor, realty, ream, reamed, reaming, reanalysis, reanalyzes, reanalyzed, reanalyzing, reanimate, reannex, reannexation, reanoint, reanointed, reap, reaper, reaphook, reaping, reappearance, reapplication, reapplied, reapply, reappoint, reappointment, reapportion, reapportionment, reappraisal, reappropriated, reappropriation, reapprove, reproving, reaps, rear, weird, rearguard, rearguing, rearguments, rearing, wow, Rearmost, rear mouse, rearms, rearousal, rearousal, rearouse, rearoused, rearousing, rearrange, rearrangement, rearrest. I'm probably going to break this video into two because it's so long. Sorry, you guys. Rears, rearticulate, rearticulating, rearward, rearward, reascend, reascendant, reascent, reason, reasonabilities, reasonability, reasonable, reasonableness, reasonably, reasoned, reasoners, reasoning, reasons, reassailed, reassails, reassemblage, reassemble, resembling, reassert, reasserted, reassertion, reassessed, reassessing, reassessment, reassign, reassignment, reassort, reassume, reassuming, reassumption, reassurance, reassure, reassuringly, reatta, reattach, reattaches, reattack, reattack, reattain, reattained, reattempt, reattribute, reattributed, reattribute, reattribution, reauthorization, reauthorize. Ooh, wow. Reavail, reavails, reaved, reaver, reavowed, reawake, reawaken, reawakening, reawoke, rebate, rebating, rebalance, rebaptism, rebaptize, rebar, rebarative, rebate, rebated, rebater, rebotto, rebex, rebegin, rebeginning, rebel, rebelled, rebellion, rebelliousness, rebelliousness, rebels, rebidden, rebiting, rebids, rebill, rebilling, rebind, rebinding, rebirth, rebirths, reblend, reblending, rebloom, reblooming, reboent, reboard, reboarded, rebodied, rebody, reboil, rebook, rebooking, reboot, rebooted, rebooting, rebob, rebore, reboard, reborn, rebuttal, rebought, rebound, rebounders, rebounded, rebazo, rebranch, rebranching, rebred, rebreeding, rebroadcasts, rebs, rebuff, rebuffed, rebuild, rebuilds, rebuilt, rebuke, rebuker, rebuking, reburial, rebury, rebus, rebuts, rebuttable, rebuttal, rebutters, rebutting, rebuttoned, rebuy, recalcitrants, recalcitrant, recalculate, recalculation, recalibrate, recalibration, recall, recallable, recallers, recalling, recammer, recamier, recanalization, recanalize, recane, recaning, recant. Wow. So many reads. Recap, recapitalization, recapitulates, recapable, recapped, recaps, recaptured. Wow. Recarpet, recarried, recede, receding, receipt, receipting, receipt, receivable, receivables, received, receivers, receivership, receiving, recencies, recension, recently, relentless, recentness, recentralization, retrofuge, receipt, receptacle, reception, receptionist, receptions, receptive, receptivity, receptor, recertification, recertify, recess, reassess, reascension, recessional, recessive, Rechallenge, rechange, rechannel, rechanging, channels, recharge, rechargers, rechart, recharter, rechart, rechuff, recheat, recheck, rechecking, rechew, rechewing, rechoosing, rechoreograph, rechoose, rechosen, rechristian, rechromograph, reticism, recidivistic, recipe, recipient, reciprocal, reciprocally, reciprocate, reciprocation, reciprocator, reciprocity, recircle, recircling, recirculate, recision, recital, recitalist, recite, reciter rec, reckless, recklessly, reckon, reckons, reclaim, cremations, reclassifications, reclassifying, recleans, recline, recliner, reclothe, reclothing, recluse, reclusion, reclusivity, recode, recoct, recoded, recodification, recognizes, recognition, recognized, recoil, recoils, recoin, recollect, recollections, recolonize, recone, recombination, recombing, recommence, recommend, recommendations, recommending, recommissioned, recommit, recommitments, recommitting, recompense, recompilations, reconceives, reconceiving, concentrating, reconciled. I've skipped over a lot, sorry. Reconciliation, recondense, recondite, reconditeness, recondition, reconditions, reconfigurations, reconfirm, reconnaissance, reconnect, reconnects, reconquer, reconquest, recons, reconsider, reconsolidate, reconstitute, reconstruct, reconstructionism, recontact, recontaminate, recontextualize, recontour, reconvene, reconversion, reconvert, reconvey, reconvict, reconviction, reconvince, recook, recopies, record, record, recordable, recorder, recordings, recordus, recork, recount, recounters, recoup, recoupable, recoupment, recourse, recover, recoverabilities, recovers, recovering, recoup, recreate, recreant, recreated, recreation, recreative, recriminate, recrimination, recross, recrown, recruitance, recrudescence, recruit, recruiters, recruiting, recruitment, recrystallization, I skipped a lot, sorry, rectangularly, rectified, rectifying, my gosh, there's so many words, rectorial, rectorships, rectory, rectum, recultivate, recompensate, recuperate, recuperative, reoccurrence, recursions, recusal, reaccuse, recyclables, redacted, redaction, redamaging, redate, redebate, rebreast, rebricks, rebud, reddened, reddening, reddles, reddishness, redecorated, redictates, redeemed, redefected, defined, redelivers, redemand, redemptive, redeposit, redescribing, redetermined, redevelops, redialed, redigested, redirection, rediscounted, rediscovered, redisplays, redistilled, redistributes, division, red line, red leg, redly, redneck, rednecks, redness, redolence, really? Redond, redoubles, repole, redrawing, Redrill. I'm just skipping over things. Restart. Reduce. Reducible. Reductionist. Redundantly. Rearm. Redius. Readdition. Reeducation. Reekers. Reekius. Re-embody. Re-emphasize. Reenact. Re-endow. Re-engage. Re-engrave, re-engineers, re-enroll, re-enthrone, re-entrance, re-erect, re-establishment, revoke, re-explore, re-exposes, refalls, refasten, reference, referential, referring, refill, refilmed, refined, refinery, reflation, reflective, reflex, reflexivity, refluent, refold, reform, reformers, reformulation, refounding, retractions, refrain, reframing, refreshment, refried, refuse, refundable, refurbish, refund, refuser, refutal, regain, regalia, regal, regard, regardlessly, regenerate, generation, reglide, regimen, regimented, regiments, Regina, regen, regionally, register, registers, registry, wow, reglowing, reglued, regorges, regreened, regression, regressiveness, regretful, regretfulness, regretted, regroom, regrooved, reground, regrouped, regrowth, regularize, regulates, regurgitated, rehabitated, rehardened, rehearse, rehemmed, rehospitalization, rehypnotize, reignite, reimagine, reimbursing, reimport, reincarnates. Oh wow, I could probably, you know what, this could go on forever. I just realized I was getting into it because now I'm like at remanded and remain and remnant. You know, this could literally go on forever, and I am now almost at an hour, and I swear I must have been at the rewords for over 20 minutes. It's insanity. I just want you to understand, overall, this insanity of having that many rewords, like 4,000 of them I think there is the insanity of having Neptune on the new moon and Mercury retrograde. Take everything with a dash of salt, maybe with some tequila and lime, and just, you know, wait for it to go over. I'll see you on the 28th of March. Okay. Anyway, this has been Capricorntigress of Astrology, a look inside. And I hope that you guys will like and share and subscribe our videos here on YouTube and get the word out about Astrology, a look inside, and me, Capricorntigress, your local friendly astrologer. And don't forget that you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/astrology look inside, and you can also join us at our groups on Facebook, which is facebook.com/groups/astrology look inside. And don't forget, you can now find me on Patreon to get special pricing on my readings and get into our little group that we have there. And you can find me at patreon.com/Capricorntigress. Well, much love and much light to you all. Have a wonderful March, everyone. Bye.